Hey, what's going on, boys? How you doing, Ginger? Tanuj, Vladdy, Gurwinder's in here, Gurvesh is in here, Mr. Black, what's going on? Absolutely nailed everything today. I sent a message in the group last night. I thought there would be market weakness. What did we get? We got fucking market weakness, right? Went to Maddie this morning. Maddie said he needed some money. I said, follow my plays today. He followed in Costco. Look, he's happy as hell. Guy got like 130%?
Yeah, 125.
125% on Costco puts in one day. Rishi, what's up, BV7? What's going on, Hux? Called everything yesterday, posted in the group, thought I would happen. I told you guys I might be wrong, but you know, when I say I might be wrong, I'm usually not wrong. Nailed everything this morning. Woke up and chose violence. Costco puts, DHR puts right off the bat. We took Moderna long later on in the day, nailed that. Took SQQ. Turned into 160% within 15 minutes. So that's how you're supposed to trade, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Gagadeep? How you doing? So let's start the day. SPY, just a range bound all day, holding the pre-market lows, holding the pre-market highs, just range bound. Fed comes on, big rip. Everyone in the group's like, oh my god, LB was wrong. Oh my god, LB was wrong. And then Maddie's asking me, oh, Costco bounced lots, I should get out. I think I should get out here. I was like, relax, bro. First reaction is not the right reaction. Second reaction, way down. Big bounce here. And then Stongshan's like, oh, bears are stuck again. It's bulls time. It's bulls time. I was like, relax, relax. The bounce barely even took 50% of what we dipped. Came right back down. And look at this. This is what you call bear season right here, right? Got the red hat on. It's going to get dirty in this market for a couple of weeks here. So on the daily, that is a very obvious bear candle right there. Shows bears were fully in control. Why do I say that? We closed at the low of the day, closed under the 21 EMA. 50 day is not all the way down until 433. 433 on SPY. So we could potentially drop to 433 before we find any support. Next level after that is my channel. I moved my fan a little bit, bro. I was hot. I was yelling all day, right? Relax. So 433.37 is the 50-day moving average. If we do not bounce and reclaim this 21-day, that is where we're going. 433.37 in my opinion. Daily chart looks like a mess right now. We do need a correction. And what I mean by correction is, look at this weekly right here. Look at this. From last March, it's just been straight up in a line. It even held the 21-day on the dips back in October and September, held the 21-day and just kept going straight up. So right now we do need a big dip. Right now on the weekly, we're still holding the 8-day moving average. It's down at 437.24. If we break 437.24, if we start weekly consolidation, the 21-day is at 423.70. Then no worries, blood. Yeah, so the weekly needs a pullback, the daily needs a pullback, and now all we're watching is this just a pullback on the daily? Is this just consolidation on the daily? Or do we start getting consolidation weekly? If we start weekly consolidation, we could be in for a month, 2 months, 3 months of consolidation. I'm not trying to worry you guys, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling you the honest truth of the market. And whenever people least see these kind of things happening, that's when they usually happen. That's why back here, everyone was bearish, nothing happened, they got squeezed out. Back here, they were bearish, everything, they got squeezed out. Bearish, they got squeezed out. And now when all the bears, the heavy bears that got squeezed out, now it's time to dip it. So that's why I turned full bear last night. I had a feeling that the Fed, I don't know, I had this weird feeling that we were going to turn and that it was going to be bear season. So I called it out in the group, tagged everyone. And I have to put my disclaimer that I could be wrong even though I knew I was right. All morning I was positioning myself for this, put my stop losses on my equities very, very tight. If I get stopped out and we do start weekly consolidation, I'll get in those same positions cheaper. QQQ looking like trash, topping pattern, taking out the lows here. So the low is 362.41 and 362 flat. So today we closed at 362.22. If we close below 362 flat, if we close below 362 on the QQQ, which we didn't today, we went below it, but we closed above it. So if we close below it tomorrow, daily consolidation is underway. Then you have to zoom out to the weekly chart to look for support. Weekly support is not until 352. So we have 10 more points down possible on the QQQ. if we get into weekly consolidation. If it takes out 352, we can go all the way to 21 day, which is at 347.85. I got Moderna open, don't worry. XLF dump, everything dumped together. That's why SPY dumped so bad. Daily, we might go right back into that range of 37 to 35. This range is what I'm watching. If it holds 37, then XLF is stronger than all the other indexes. If it doesn't, we're just back into range bound mode. If we get back into that range, we zoom out to the weekly, check the weekly consolidation if it happens. And if weekly consolidation happens, we can go all the way down to 34.90 on XLF, okay? IWM, super trash. IWM was a tell, really. You could just tell how weak it was. Closed at the low of the day. We held yesterday's low, which is a little bit bullish. But if we take out yesterday's low, we can go all the way down here to 209. If we hit 209, then we have to zoom out for weekly consolidation. And then same thing, it's still 209. This has just been a topping pattern the whole time. IWM is the most obvious topping pattern I've seen in a long time. So this market could be screwed for quite a bit unless the bulls show up tomorrow and Friday. Then we could be okay, back into a bullish trend. But for right now, today's action, today's close, everything, I'm gonna probably only take put swings. Everything else is gonna be a scalp. Zim, massive earnings today, huge. It had a good morning, but then after that it kind of sold off. Market weakness, you know how it goes. Closed within that range that I've been talking about, so I don't really like that. If we get above 47.37 and close above there, then it can make its way back to all-time highs. But other than that, it's range bound right now. So Zim is going to be off my radar probably for a bit. It might make its way back down to the bottom of the range. Might close above 47.37 and go retest all-time highs. But the earnings today were insane. They should rip. SE should be the tell. SE had some of the best earnings that I've ever seen. 326.54 was the high today. And we closed today at 318. So we closed 8 points down from the highs on one of the strongest companies in the market. That should just be telling you something itself. It is at all-time highs, closed at all-time highs. Everything looks fine, bullish. But if there's market weakness, SE is not going to run past this all-time highs. This should be the top for now if the market stays bearish. PFE, big pullback today. I was just telling Ricky today, it might be time for PFE in a few days. So what has it been doing? Every single time it goes on a big rip. 2 rest days back to the moving average and then big rip. 3 rest days back to the moving average, then rip. 2 days back to the moving average, then rip. 1 day now. Let's see if we get another day down here for the 8-day moving average to catch up. And then I'm going to jump back in $50 calls for October. So that's my plan on PFE. MRNA, I'll check out Snow, don't worry. MRNA, so I had this wedge drawn out on the 15-minute. I took calls like way early. I took them like here or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I took them early, got that huge pop, sold 1/3. I'm still holding 2/3 of my position. Why am I holding? The whole market is dumping, right? PFE, AZN, all of them are weak. All the vaccines are weak. Moderna held right there. Like, that's almost at the high of the day, I think. Was it August? What's the date today? August 17th. Yeah, so Moderna closed almost right at the high of the day. Obviously, there's this one big spike off that news to 413, but other than that, like, and after hours, it's already at 405.84. Let me check, hold on. That's why I held it overnight. It was showing way too much strength. If the market bounces tomorrow, this one can absolutely rip. Like, I'm talking 450 this week. But only if the market holds up. Okay, so Moderna is the only calls I'm holding, other than SQQQ, but that doesn't count because that's a hedge. Other than that, what I'm looking for on Moderna, we can do it together right now. This will be a little less in here. Sometimes I find my levels just using fibs. So what you do is, where is this thing? Fib retracement. Okay, so you take the recent high. No, I can't take that. That's too far. Let's go this one, the new spike right here to the low of the day right here. And there you have your levels. Go back into intraday. So the levels right now, we need to get over $400.13, then 403, then 407. So those are the levels you should watch on Moderna. To the downside, if it breaks under 397.08 and holds under there, then this trade is done for me. I'll get out. Other than that, looks very, very bullish. Moderna is the only stock that I've seen looking bullish like that. Yeah, AZN, look at this ugly reversal candle here. And that's another PFE ugly reversal candle. So the only strong vaccine stock I like right now is MRNA. Jumia was a beautiful call out by Turkey. Ricky jumped on as well. I had calls. I had a limit buy in. Didn't fill me. Not too sad about it. Didn't really want calls anyways. It was just the pivot points, Rishi. So like whatever, like you seen the news come in today, and that's where it stopped at the high, and then that's where it stopped at the low. So I just used those two as pivot points intraday. Jumia, if you want more accurate fibs, you can use the daily candles or weekly candles, whatever you want, but those are longer term trades. I don't expect, obviously I have Moderna Lotto, so I only have 2 more days, so I'm going to use intraday fibs. Jumia, great play. I think they got paid on it. They should be up a lot. It's very oversold on the daily, oversold on almost all time frames. 1790 was the low that we talked about yesterday. This low right here is a pivot low. So it held the 1790, closed above it, closed at 1805. So this one still has a chance to go again, but I don't like calls when I'm bearish. ES took out all my levels. Who else we talked about? Yeah, we can do snow and Airbnb, bro. Don't worry. Tesla held up very well today. This is a very, very normal consolidation. I think it held up because of that AI day. So again, we have that huge wedge breakout, retest, and now we're ripping again. The weekly is still in play here. If the market holds up, Tesla can still rip to all-time highs, but again, I'm not too bullish on the market right now. Palantir, beautiful move today. Those calls came all the way back from 2 cents all the way to 44 cents today. So if you caught those, congratulations. That's 2,200%, I believe. If my math is right, it's 4 o'clock, I don't know. But these are the fib levels for Palantir here. We closed below this fib, which I do not like at all. Let's see. What is going on here? Don't want you here, bud. One more time? Right. Alright, so we'll go back here. These fibs are annoying me, but yeah. Okay, here we go. So we rejected off the 2579 level today. We closed below 2529. Yeah, we're only 1 cent below 2529. So let's see if we can reclaim 2529 and make our way back up to 2575. If we close above 2575, the next level is 27. So hopefully, let's see if Palantir can continue tomorrow. I'm still holding some of those calls. Unfortunately, I should just win all puts. But I can't lean too much in one way. I have to have something the other way, you know what I mean? Here is Costco, called out this morning. Yesterday's, I was doing research after the market yesterday. This was a beautiful hanging man candle. What is a hanging man candle? When it's a long run up on a stock and you see one of these kinds of candles where the buyers try to take it higher but they couldn't and they still close red, that's called a hanging man. That signals trend reversal. So yesterday I was looking at this chart for like 10 minutes and I wrote it all down. I wrote down exactly what I was going to jump into, what price I wanted, everything. And I showed Matt this morning and he jumped in with me. And I said the first target for us should be the 8-day moving average, which is at 446. We actually closed at 446.21. So if we break below 446 tomorrow and hold, the next level down is all the way down to 435. And another reason I call these puts is because Costco, DHR, these kinds of stocks, when they're on uptrends, if you want to take puts on them, there's like barely any IV on puts on these names. So as soon as you get a move, these puts will pop. So I'm saying if we get this down move on Costco, even to the 21 day, these puts will go from 210 to like $10, $12. And also I looked at the weekly. This is like insane. So last time we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks straight up, and then we consolidated, right? This time we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 9th week looks like we're way too far away from the 8-day moving average. You see all this air in here? Every time it gets too far away from the 8-day moving average, what happens? Look right here. Big dump back down, right? So that was based on my Costco play. Also, it was just way too extended. Market, I knew market was going to be weak. Well, I guess market was going to be weak. I had a bias. And we took the puts and we're up like 130%. So well executed play there. Palantir already did. DHR, same play as Costco almost. DHR is even better. Look at this. Same thing, just straight up, like all-time highs every single day for this many days. Like, are you kidding me? Today, look at this boom candle right here. So these puts didn't go up as much as Costco because I took more time on them. I took the Septembers because these ones only had options for August 20th and September's. So I took the September 300s, I believe. And if we do get the pullback that I think we're getting in the market, and this one takes out the 8-day moving average at 313, if it takes out 313, it could go all the way down to 303.82. Okay? So DHR is looking very good. Costco looks great. And SQQ, we took them literally like right here.
Yeah.
Called them out to Maddie first. Called $8.50 lottos for 7 cents. And ever since then, it was just 8 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents, 11 cents, back down to 10 cents, 13 cents, 14 cents, 15 cents. I think they closed at like 16 or 17. They closed at 18 cents, sorry. I had to sell on another quarter at 21 cents for a 200%, but I didn't get that fill. Let's see. I might have got it in after hours, actually. We kind of ripped in after hours. But yeah. Yeah, we kind of popped in after hours. Maybe I got that fill for 200%. Let's see tomorrow morning. Or I'll see right now. You guys can see tomorrow morning. Other than that, I mean, I know I'm saying I'm really bearish and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But other than that, like I tell you guys, don't lean too much one way. I've been waiting for this move for so long. And you guys have seen me nail both directions. But I kept telling you over and over again. You said snow and which other one? Airbnb. Okay. Well, I've been waiting for this move for so long. I've been nailing calls and puts both ways. But again, don't get too bearish. I tend to get too one way sometimes. It's just because I look at a lot of stuff at the same time. But you guys are learning still. Most of you. A lot of you guys killing trading. But don't lean too far. Be like water. Be ready for a bull snapback tomorrow. I don't know what's possible. Maybe all the hedge funds come out with their hands open tomorrow buying everything. Nobody knows. But for today, we managed very well. We called the top. We did everything right. So let's see if we keep going. Snow. I don't know what you want me to look at here. It just kind of ran up all day, consolidated back to the 21 day, bounced it again, came back up. And as soon as you seen this close below the 21 day, I would have been out intraday on Snow. Other than that, I don't really see anything teachable here. 15 minutes. Yeah, that's all I would do on SPY. Airbnb, dailies, whatever. We're still in that big range I was talking about. But for scalping, this is a scalper's dream right here. Every day Airbnb opens, it dumps for the first 20 or 30 minutes, and then it just rips. That's what it's been doing. Like, I've nailed Airbnb, 4 times in the last week? Opens lower, complete dip for 20 to 30 minutes, and then rip, and then just take your money off. Complete dump, first 30 minutes, and then just rip, take your calls off. It's the same freaking pattern every single day on Airbnb. Why do you guys think I play Airbnb almost every single day? Opens lower, big dip, 15 minutes later, huge rip. That's it. That's what it does every single day. Like, I'm not joking. Gap down, big dump, big rip. You can scalp Airbnb almost every single day just based on this pattern. Same exact thing happened today. Open market, it opened lower, dumped for the first 30 minutes, and then just absolute tears. And it closed higher, so this is a bullish pattern. I did SPY already. Yeah, so Airbnb, Vlad, that's a very good one. I'll do Uber and then I'll call it a day. I gotta go count my monies over here. What's up on Uber? What are you seeing on Uber? I don't really see anything. I got support down here at 39.43 for Uber. Other than that, I don't really see a play on it. This is Hing over. This looks like it wants lower to me. If it breaks 39.43, Uber can go all the way down to 33.63. If it holds 39.43, it can make its way back up to the 21-day move. To the first, it needs to get through the 8-day moving average, which is at 42, and then 21-day moving average is at 43.70. But right now, this chart looks super bearish to me. Closed with a bearish candle. Low of the day, huge upper wick of bears just crushing any gains there. So must hold levels are 40.58 and then 39.50. Those are to the downside. To the upside, I already told you, 42 8-day and 43.70 is a 21-day. And thank you guys for attending. I hope you guys had a great day. I know I did. A lot of people at MSL were nailing trades. Good job, boys. We switch like this, okay? I was bullish yesterday, I'm bearish today. Let's see what I am tomorrow. Easy boy, see you in the morning.